Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I know it's been a while since we actually dropped, a video actually straight for YouTube. Some of the videos that I've been posting, just some of the session that I'll be having with the Hustle University community that we do have on Discord. It's different from the Hustle, Discord community. This one is the Hustle University community. You know what I'm saying? So to be part of that, actually, we do have a 50% special that we're busy with currently. Um, I'm just gonna show you guys quickly. We do have a 50% special that we're busy with currently. The normal price is $99 to join, but yeah, we have that we're running a 50% special, which means you're gonna be paying $49 to be part of the Hustle University community. We do have daily sessions that we post, in New York and London session. We have our ICC mastery lessons for every day on a daily basis. But it's not always every day. Some of the sessions they gonna be different. Some of them are just we currently have up to lesson number 8, which was done on 22nd of December, and then obviously going into some of how the Hustle University is doing. People are doing great, man. People are doing great. It's good to see. People are taking those trades. As you can see, people know when to enter. And people are doing much great, and it's a good thing to see, guys. Definitely, get what I'm saying. So overall, the main aim of this video is actually for me to show you the combination between ICC and MSC. MSC by saying market structure correlation. Get what I'm saying? My market structure correlation concept. It's not something new. Also, it's something that I just feel like it's also a need to get into before you get into some trades, especially for trades where price just comes and retest at the top of where the indication actually happened. You get what I'm saying? So how also I was able to capture a trade like this, and I was able to take trade to the upside. Normally, you would wait for price obviously to get into, so once it breaks above, you can be able to buy it. You're not gonna just buy from here based on how ICC works. You get what I'm saying? So and it's not always the case, like we're saying, it's not always the case where you're gonna be having price make an indication, come back and correct back into, so before it can go to the upside. Because now, based off how side explains it, you would be buying off of this over here, and then stop loss just below the higher lows, and then obviously take it in the next swing point. But it's not always the case, because now you can have price just coming to retest or correct just at the top of the previous highs, and then price shifting back to the upside. So these are some of the things. Even if price has to correct back into the previous highs, we then know how to enter above where we've seen the indication. You get what I'm saying? So the correlation helps you, because the correlation deals actually with the correlation between the higher time frame and the smaller time frame. The smaller time frame being the internal structure as price, comes correcting to the downside, and from there, obviously, we have price shifting to the upside, making that market sort of shift, and then price to be, so we can be able to take price back to the upside. So this actually helps us with identifying those buying opportunities or those selling opportunities, whatever the opportunity it might be on that specific pair, whether you're gonna be buying or you're gonna be selling. You get what I'm saying? So the correlation is between the higher time frame, which the higher time frame would be making those higher highs and higher lows on a higher time frame, and obviously as price is doing all of that, making higher highs and higher lows on a higher time frame. Hopefully this would be happening on the 4 hour or the 1 hour time frame, which is making higher highs and higher lows. Now the internal structure then ends up being the one happening probably on the 15-minute, you get what I'm saying, or the 5 minute. So these are just some of the things that obviously you would be paying attention to. Obviously now, as you can see on this structure, price, as you can see, would be in correlation with the higher time frame. Also, at the very same time, price would be giving us those higher highs and higher lows. You get what I'm saying? So this is in correlation with the higher time frame structure. You get what I'm saying? So this helps you, to be able to take advantage of those opportunities much easier and much clearer, and your risk to reward becomes even much higher compared to how you would have just taken it. With that being said, you get what I'm saying? So this is the model that I feel like it will help you very much, especially coming into trading, especially also where price doesn't always come back into the previous just at the top. But even if it does come, this is still the same model you're going to be practicing in terms of how to be able to take advantage of those entries, and what also invalidates those entries, because you don't just enter as price is making high highs and high lows also on the internal structure. What will happen is you want to mark off the higher high created above where price has shown you that you can buy, or above the indication level if the indications to the downside or below the indication level. Get what I'm saying? But in this case, it will be above the indication level, which means price has given you an indication above this previous high. So you want to be above price making higher highs and higher lows above this indication level, even if the higher high was created above and then higher low. You can mark the higher high that is being created at above this level over here, and then you mark it off as much as price has to come back to the downside, create the higher low. You shouldn't create a lower low and then come back up. If you create a lower low, breaking, continuing to break structure to the downside on a smaller time frame, then that invalidates the entry. The entry should only be price making also high highs and high lows on a small time frame and breaking about this level over here. If you miss this one, you can be able to take this one over here. You know what I'm saying? So um let me see what's happening here. All right. Also, this one over here works very fine. I mean, price you can see it's making higher highs and higher lows. And then what you want to see is you're going to have obviously your buy stop. Once price make the higher high and is busy making a higher low, you're going to have your buy stop at this moment over here. And then obviously your stop loss would be up below the high lows created. And you just like that, your risk to reward becomes even higher. You get what I'm saying? Compared to when you were just, you get what I'm saying? Stop loss just above, below here, and all these kind of things. You see, this would be probably more for 1:2, 1:1 point something, 1:2 point something risk to reward. You get what I'm saying? But when you do it like this, your risk to reward becomes even much higher. As you can see already, you already covered, what 1:3 already games. Sometimes it is even higher. Get what I'm saying? So those are the kind of things that helps you, with the structure from a smaller time frame to a structure on a higher time frame. So I'm gonna be breaking down this trade in terms of how we were able to manage to get into this trade and have a running profit of about 4,000 USD. As you can see, we had what was it? We were running 4,000 USD just the other day. And as you can see, guys, the people are, everybody's making moves, man. Everybody's making moves. I'm very proud of the Hustle University team. As you can see, everybody just, from understanding structure, and then being able to take advantage, knowing when to take advantage of those moves. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I was running 4,000 US dollars, as you can see. I've been holding this trade. I'm still am holding this trade. I'm just gonna show you in a little bit. And then I'm still holding this trade. The market is currently closed on German date actually. So I've been holding this tail trade on both my Profams account, the funded next one. This is the funded next one, and then we also have the what is this? The Alpha Capital one, 100,000 funded account. So those are just some, as you can see, this is the funded next, and then this is the Alpha Capital, as you can see. So this is just some of the moves that you can hold. I'm choosing to hold it up until this exact point over there. There, you get what I'm saying. But there's no, for me, I'm already covered in terms of my 1:3. And then obviously from just what structure has been producing, I can then be able to hold my trade even longer. But obviously already secured 1.3 in terms of adjusting my stop loss to that area where I've already have a 1:3 risk to reward ratio. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna be holding it. I'm just gonna keep holding it until we get to that level, because I feel like just December season, I don't want to be overdoing things. I don't want to be over trading. None of those things. Get what I'm saying? With that being said, we're gonna start with a new pair. Um, and then just to give you some context behind the trade. Get what I'm saying? So I always talk about ranges. Understanding ranges is very important. Get what I'm saying? So like for instance, we had, as you can see, we had price, made this lower high and then made this lower low. Get what I'm saying? Price then broke above this lower high. We had a market structure shift happening at this very level. You get what I'm saying? We had a market structure shift happening at this very level over here. As you can see, we had a market structure shift happening at this very level over here. You get what I'm saying? So, with that being said, this market structure shift then gave us that indication to the upside, where price gave an indication. Price then came back to correct, as you can see. Price then came back to correct to the downside to this level, and then price moved to these levels from there to the upside. You get what I'm saying? And then also, we now had a break of structure happening at these previous highs over here. Now, this was a break of structure. Get what I'm saying? So we had a break of structure happening at these previous 4-hour highs that we had over here. So now the new range would be between that high and this low over here. So what that being said, we want to obviously catch price as it comes back to correct. So now price has given us a new indication where price went to the upside. So now obviously we did catch some moves to the downside, but it's just correcting to the downside, but it's still fine. So in this case, you're gonna just be focusing on the correlation, the MSC concept, in terms of what price is doing. Get what I'm saying? So like I said, it's ICC. Sorry about that. ICC plus MSC. Get what I'm saying? Which is market structure correlation, multi-time frame market structure correlation. Actually, I couldn't say MMFC. It doesn't make sense, but yeah, multi-time frames market structure correlation actually. So that means your 4 hour up until your 5 minute, they should be on the same path, which is making higher highs and higher lows. If the higher time frame is bullish, if the higher time frame is bearish, they should all be making lower lows and lower highs, and then being above a level or below a level of where the indication happened, and then your chances of winning that trade, they are very high. You get what I'm saying? So for in this case, we do have a higher high being made over here, and then a higher low that was made on the 4 hour. So now this was the current range that we had before price actually shot to the upside. So with that being said, I'm just gonna do this over here. So we had price was making this high and this high low over here. So now price went up to the upside, would then give us that indication, breaking structure from this previous high to give us a new higher high. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, after price creates that new higher high over there, price had to come back and correct. You get what I'm saying? Obviously, there was some market started shift which started to happen at these levels, and then price selling to the downside. But when price got to these levels, when we get down to the likes of 15 minutes, because now after understanding where you are on a higher time frame, it is crucial that you go down to 15 minutes. You get what I'm saying? So when you go to this 15 minutes, as you can see, price has been making lower lows and lower highs, while the internal structure as price was coming to correct back to these 4 hour levels that we have over there. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, um, I just want you to see what price ends up doing. You get what I'm saying? So as you can see, price making lower lows and lower highs. You get what I'm saying? Price is busy making lower lows and lower highs. And all of a sudden, now after that, we have a market structure shift, which ends up happening. Get what I'm saying? From price making lower lows and lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high. You get what I'm saying? So now we have a market structure shift happening at these 15-minute levels over here. You get what I'm saying? Obviously, like I say, always say, you can always find trends on 4 hour 1 hour and 15 minutes. The reason we include 15 minutes is you can also break 15 minutes down in the legs of 5 minutes. I mean, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, and 1 minute. You can break it down. You get what I'm saying? So you can be able to get those nice thin entries. You get what I'm saying? So, with that being said, as you can see on the 15 minute at this very level where prices come to correct, now all of a sudden we have a shift in market structure. This indicate that price now wants to go to the upside. So now on the 15 minute, we have an indication on the 15 minute. As you can see, we have an indication. So price will definitely has to come back and correct back at this 15 minute, where the indication is happening on the 15 minute. And as you can see, clearly price did come back to correct. You get what I'm saying? So, and then price also makes another break. Now it's no longer a shift in market structure. Now we have a break of structure. So we missed the first one actually, and then we ended up getting on the second one. This one was the second one. So price now is making higher highs and higher lows, as you can see. So, okay, so now what do we know? We know that okay, the correlation is happening, which is between the higher time frame and the smaller time frame. As you can see, prices begin making higher highs and higher lows. You get what I'm saying? Prices making higher highs and higher lows on the 15 minute. You get what I'm saying? So now it is much easier for us to be able to take this trade back to the upside and aim for this high over there. This high is over there, where price on the higher time frame made a higher high. You get what I'm saying? This is the 4 hour higher high that price made while it was making the indication. You know what I'm saying? So now we have the correlation between a higher time frame and a smaller time frame, where price has come back already to correct back to these levels where the indication happened, which was the break of structure happening on a higher time frame, right? Where price gave us an indication, came back to correct. So now we're having a shift in market structure at those levels on the 15 minute. So as you can see, the correlation between the higher time frame and the internal structure being the 15 minute is higher highs and higher lows being made. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, we were able to then have our buy stop waiting at these levels. Stop loss easily. The stop loss could have been just below these levels over here. And then in terms of aiming 1 to 3, your 1 to 3 could have easily been just above here. And as you can see, price, if we let price play out, your TP would have just been hit. As you can see, you get what I'm saying? Price and would have hit your TP already. You get what I'm saying? So these are just some of the things that you can see. Now, as you can see, you can also put your stop loss below this. Now, because of this market structure shift that happened, so this is for people who want to trade the ICC they know, right? So now price already made a higher high on the 4 hour, right? Price already made a higher high. So now price is coming to make what? A higher low on a smaller time frame. So that means this whole level over here, we have a higher low. So now we have a full range, which is very bullish, which is what the new range is this higher high and this higher low. So that means now price anything in between from this higher high and this higher low would definitely be bullish. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, as you can see, one of the things that you could have done after price had made this market shift, price making high highs and high lows. As you can see, if you're gonna be having let me just do this yeah, right. If you're gonna have a buy stop order waiting at this very moment over here, right? So once it gets triggered, obviously stop loss would just be below over here. My stop loss was about $1,000 actually, right? I was risking $1,000. Stop loss just below the high lows created, right? And then obviously aiming at the higher high, because now this is the new range. So price should be able to take price back up as long as it remains bullish. Prices it should be able to take price back up to the upside. That means our TP will just be above that. You get what I'm saying? So this is how then the trades end up playing out. As you can see, price just continues to move to the upside. You get what I'm saying? So there you see it. There you see it unfold. Price just continues to move to the upside. And even if it's moved to the upside, as you can see, it just keeps on making high highs and high lows. High highs, high lows. This is a range. this, whatever happens in between this consolidation that was happening in between this, it will remain bullish because we have a higher high and a higher low. You get what I'm saying? As you can see, price breaks above that at on the 1 hour. As you can see, the break of structure, price continues to show that price is indeed bullish. You know what I'm saying? Break of structure happening also over here. Break of structure also happening. These actually on a smaller time frame, these are indications also. You get what I'm saying? Indications as price is moving to the upside. You get what I'm saying? So these are some of the things that would also continue to show that okay, you can have some add-ons as price continues to go to the upside. You get what I'm saying? So now remember, it's all about ranges. You get what I'm saying? So you have this high and this higher low over here. Anything below was gonna, anything in between actually was gonna be bullish. As much as price then ends up giving you that indication to the upside on a 15-minute, comes back to correct. As you can see, market structure shift also happening on a smaller time frame on the 15, from price making this lower high, makes a higher low, higher high, higher low. Obviously, high high, higher low, also continuation, right? You can then obviously look to take the stop loss just below the higher lows created, as you can see from there, and then your 1:3, there you go, internal. You get what I'm saying? So also a new indication, as you can see, price ends up making a new indication over there, right? Price ends up making a new indication, comes back to correct these levels, price ends up, pushing to the upside. But overall, the new range, definitely the range is still between this high and this low. So we don't know how far because price didn't end up breaking above this level over here, right? It didn't end up breaking above this level over here, right? So that means now this range is still valid, this high and this higher low, right? So when I see price as it moves, you get what I'm saying, to the upside, as you can see, shift in market structure happens from these levels over here. So now price didn't also break these lows over here. So remember, everything is all about ranges. So now you can see it much easier as it unfolds. You get what I'm saying? So like I said, right? So shifting market structure. Remember, this is where the break of structure happened. So about that, right? This is where the break of structure end up happening. Shifting market structure higher high. Let's see price makes a higher low, and then obviously from this also you could be looking to take price to the upside. You know what I'm saying? So let's see from there, higher high. Let's see higher low we made. See price pushes to the upside. You get what I'm saying? Price pushes to the upside from there, and then you get what I'm saying? Price, as you can see, does exactly that. So we had these highs over here, which were holding kind of some sort of a consolidation if you looked at it, if we were looking at it from a higher time frame. You get what I'm saying? So, but overall, these are just some of the things you can be able to see. You get what I'm saying? So, so far, that's how you can be able to break it down, understanding the correlation between higher time frame and a smaller time frame, and be able to execute and eat off of that. You get what I'm saying? So it becomes much easier. It becomes much easier, you know, in the ways that you can clearly see that okay, you don't have to complicate your charts. Nothing is complicated here. You understand? You just needed the correlation. Remember ACC, the application of ICC and market structure. You get what I'm saying? But obviously, when you combine ICC and multi-timeframe market structure correlation, which is on a smaller on the internal structure being in correlation with the higher time frame structure, then your chances of winning that trade, they are very high. You get what I'm saying? So I did speak about showing you guys that I'm still on the on that German 30 trade. I haven't closed it. I'm just gonna show you guys quickly over here. Yeah, my phone had just restarted, so let me just show you guys quickly. But as you can see, it becomes easier. That's how you can make your trading easy. You get what I'm saying? So this here was already ways you could have got in, and there's many ways, like up to 3 ways that you can get in. So this market structure actually is one of the entry models that we use in, this market structure correlation entry. It's just part of the entry models that we have on the Hustle University. You get what I'm saying? It's just to keep things very simple and don't without overcomplicating anything. Yeah, I haven't adjusted my stop loss on this one on Alpha Capital. Let me just switch on my brightness. So as you can see, I'm on buys, right? I'm on buys, and yeah, the spread here seems to be quite a lot. Yeah, yeah, price just standing still, nothing, so pretty much, guys. So I'm still on the trade. Yeah, just gonna hold it, man. I'm just gonna hold it. Just gonna keep on holding it as long as the price action is good. Yeah, just gonna keep on holding it. I don't see why not. Price been making high highs and high lows, high low, high low. So we should be able to see price continue to go to the upside. Also, you get what I'm saying. So that's just about it for today's video, guys. And yeah, man, please do me a favor. 90% of you are watching the videos, subscribing to the videos, and you're missing so much. You get what I'm saying? You're missing so much. So remember, we do have a special on the Hustle University, $50 special, to, just for this, just for Christmas, and then I just extended it to the end of the weekend. So yeah, if you wanna grab your spot, we remember this one-on-one lessons. We're gonna help you build that trading plan, and then ensure that your trading is just not another typical trading or whatever. You know, so like just trading for the sake of trading, or wishing and hoping. We don't do that. You should treat your trading as a business. Yeah. If you haven't watched that video where I talked about my turning point, where I started to combine my trading and my business side experience, where I started to see trading on a different scale. So like this should be a business. You get what I'm saying? I should treat it as a business, and it should have a plan. It should have a model in terms of your entry criteria. Your A plus setup in terms of what you're looking for exactly. You get what I'm saying? Before you take a trade, you get what I'm saying? Obviously, and then your risk reward, how much you're willing to risk and how much you're willing to get in return. You get what I'm saying? And then you keep it simple. You can keep it on a 1:1, you can keep it on a 1:2, you can keep it on a 1:3. Everything works. You get what I'm saying? Everything works. So all those kind of things combined, that's how you can be able to and then sit down, create that business, that trading plan, so you don't just become just another typical trader. You get what I'm saying? Everything, those goals down, and then your targets, what you're willing to target, how many trades you're willing to target per day, and then obviously with that being said, that will then help you out. You get what I'm saying, with your trading. Yeah, anything from there, man, you keep it simple as possible. You keep it simple as possible for yourself. So I always see a lot of people saying, "Ah, man, I just wish it was as simple as I put it." It is actually. It is as simple as I put it. You just need to let yourself, leave the FOMO, leave whatever's happening. When you turn into YouTube, everybody's talking about this, everybody's talking about this, this guy's talking about that, this guy's talking about it. And you need to see what works best for you. Keep it simple as possible. You get what I'm saying? So, with that being said, guys, don't forget to like and share this video with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and then you're gonna be having that Discord link down below. You get what I'm saying? And then obviously, if you wanna join the Hustle University, you're gonna see my handle there on the free Discord, and then you can text me. I won't be texting you first. There's some people I think they wanna be texting you first. That's not me. Get what I'm saying? So you text me. You will see my handle there. You then text me privately and say you wanna join, and then we can take it from there. So remember, there's one-on-one lessons, there's daily London and New York sessions that we do, and also our ICC lessons. Also in terms of trading psychology, we cover that also. All those kind of things combined, and then obviously process beats discipline anytime. You get what I'm saying? Like I won't lie to you. People will always say, "Oh, you need to be. Oh, you need to be. What is this? You need to be disciplined, all those kind of things." But at the end of the day, what is discipline? How do we say you are disciplined? You get what I'm saying? What are the process? If bro, the market doesn't care if you go to a gym or whatever the case may be. But yeah, that's just gonna be a story for another day. But all in all, guys, this is me, your boy, Offenza Shupin, Mr. Hustle for FX. So pretty much Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification and share the video with a friend, guys. All right, bye.